So it's just asking the best way to buy up more PulseX, etc. I've been buying Hex, then bridging and swapping. Is there a better way to do this? Um, at the time, no, not really. If you want to buy DAI, you can. Buying up the Hex price is good, and bridging it. That's one of the things that Brizology said. It does lock it in the bridge, and makes it more scarce. So that's a good thing. You can buy DAI. DAI on Ethereum is actually a coin on PulseChain that you can bridge over to if you just want to stick with US dollars, so that by the time the bridge, if the bridge were to get clogged, you're not going to have any devaluation of coin or whatever. Should stay pretty tight to the dollar. So there's that or the Hex. I mean, that is the best way right now, until some of these exchanges come into play where you're getting the native pulse chain, or PulseX or whatever it may be that they add. But yeah, for right now, that is the best way.
And I will say this too, because we were going back and forth about this Ewok. I do think USDC and even Tether are starting to kind of stabilize and maybe becoming safer to use on PulseChain. I mean, they both are pretty much right behind DAI now, it looks like, as far as TVL on PulseChain.
Okay.
Not all that far behind. So I've been partial to DAI myself. I've used it multiple times. I admittedly have not used USDC or Tether yet.
Right.
But it's up to you. I actually think that I kind of agree. I still think maybe just bridging Hex is probably the best way to go, because here's the thing. If your intent is to ultimately buy PulseChain, PulseX, whatever, turning your USDC or whatever it may be into that eHex to start with, I mean, you're getting a great buy right there. And then if you just want to rotate it into one of those other assets, that's fine. So yeah, I think that's where I would.
So the only bad thing, well, I don't say the only bad thing about that. So you're still injecting the money on the Ethereum side, right? The economic energy isn't going into PulseChain. It's just getting transferred from Ethereum. In order to get it back out, then you kind of got to go back so it's going to be weird until we get the normal onboard, or not onboard, but the normal on ramp into PulseChain to actually get some economic energy. I don't like the thought of buying things on Ethereum and then just transferring it over. I mean, I guess it's still value on the chain, but unless you're using USDC or DAI or Tether or something like that, I don't know that the price actually fluctuates a whole awful lot. You're just kind of exchanging value from Hex to Pulse by doing that. And it, obviously we want the price to go up. So,
Yeah.
I don't know how much extra that pushes the prices, or just kind of transfers value from one to the other where, it's not moving a whole lot. So.
Yeah, and I would say too, I'll throw this in the chat. Use this link in some of your decision making too. It's pulsecoinlist.com. We saw Coffee tweet about that earlier this week, Ewok, but that has some nice.
Is that the comparison site?
Yes, yeah, that's the comparison. It has like the it'll kind of tell you, that's what I was pulling those TVL numbers from, and yeah, it'll basically tell you what the parity is on Hex on both chains. Even sending over your eHex, what eHex is showing on Ethereum and PulseChain, basically everything. Show you a Hedron on all of them. It's a really good resource, I think, for kind of making those decisions as well. I've been kind of consulting that, so yeah, Ewok has it up right now. So. Yeah. Bookmark that one. I think it's another useful tool here as we are in the early PulseChain days.
It is. Along with Pulse Burn, obviously, plsburn.com. There's a lot of information. What was the one I saw earlier? Somebody had put out a... I don't know if I saved it or not. I don't think I did. The guy from Maximus... I forget his name, but he put out a nice little website with all the different sites so far with information, and I'll have to find it and put it in the chat or something like that too. But
HexPassiveIncome.com. My friend Crypto Coffee has created what I think is probably the best course for a new cryptocurrency investor. Not only that, but these courses usually charge an arm and a leg. Crypto Coffee is only charging $200. I think right now he actually has a discount for $150. I have a link below in the description. If you are new to crypto, do not understand Hex and how it works, click the link below. It's a quick, easy course. He only gives you the basics. I personally, myself, have thought about creating an intro to crypto course in the past. I don't think there's any reason to do so because Matt, Crypto Coffee, has already taken care of that. And I don't think anything needs to be added by anybody else. So check it out. The link is in the description and sign up to Hex Passive Income today.